Durant. Another team looks like he's going to be on this summer. It looked like Kevin Durant is headed to another team this summer because it looked like his stay with the Phoenix Suns is coming to an end. An end that we are used to seeing Kevin Durant come to with his teams. Only team we seen Kevin Durant go to and not have a bad turnout was the Warriors, but I guess he did have a bad turnout. I mean, when he first got there, the first 2 years of his championships, then he broke his leg in that last year, and then he didn't come back the next year. He went to the Nets. He rehabbed at the Nets, and I thought the Nets was crazy, but I'm not taking nobody with a broke leg. He rehabbed at the Nets. He brought James Harden, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan. He brought all his friends. The coach. As soon as he brought Steve Nash, he thought Steve Nash was a great coach. As soon as he brought Kyrie's reading books talking about Steve Nash is not a great coach. We don't even need a coach. This is Kyrie. This is the man that Kevin Durant brought on the team. And then Kevin Durant leaves from the Brooklyn Nets and goes to the Phoenix Suns. Now he's on the Phoenix Suns. And in his first year there, he sprains his ankle really bad, not able to play for a few games. Gets in the game, him, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and I guess DeAndre Ayton, if I'm not mistaken, with DeAndre Ayton, they get wiped out of the playoffs. And Kevin Durant, if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Durant highly blamed DeAndre Ayton's lack of reflexive action, and then he blamed Chris Paul's age and non-ability to get the job done at the point guard level. He blamed Devin Booker's young, but he's coming along. Next time around, we should be good. Well, next time around, they didn't have DeAndre Ayton. They didn't have Chris Paul, and they got wiped in the first round. It was disgusting. So it's like, and then there's last year, they got wiped again. 3 years with the Phoenix Suns, 3 years getting wiped. Now, Kevin Durant goes on the Draymond Green's podcast and says he's looking to end his career on his terms. Kevin Durant is a mercenary. See, Kevin Durant to me is not one of the best players. I'm sorry. When I name off the best players, I don't name Kevin Durant. Now, if you put a little criteria to it and you say the best tall player, what is Kevin Durant? When people say the best power forward, I'm going to do it like this. The best center, that's always going to be between Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain. I don't care how much of this Jokic stuff y'all say. Jokic would have got dunked on 17 times in the first half by Shaq. Wilt Chamberlain would have made Jokic look oofy. So now we didn't say Kevin Durant. Even if you say Hakeem Olajuwon, even if you say Dwight Howard, you're not going to say Kevin Durant is the best center. When you get to power forward, you got people saying Tim Duncan. Got people saying Larry Bird. Tim Duncan, Larry Bird. Oh my goodness. Tim Duncan, Larry Bird. You're not going to have Karl Malone. Charles Barkley even. Charles Barkley 6'5". Best power forward. Not going to hear Kevin Durant. Best small forward. Ooh, this is where it gets nasty. That's LeBron's position. So isn't that LeBron? Best small forward ever. LeBron. We're just going to throw it out right there. Who do we argue with? I can't even think of another small forward. LeBron. Then you got shooting guard. Is Kevin Durant a shooting guard? He shoots the ball a lot like a shoot. What position is Kevin Durant? See, I like the idea of positionless basketball, and I'm with that because I'm a Lamar Odom type of player my damn self. In the hood, when you're 6'4", you got to be the center. But in real basketball, you like the point guard height, so you got to have all the skills. So in the hood, when you're the center, you really got to have all the skills, right? So I was really into positionless basketball. I was more like Boris Diaw, Lamar Odom, Draymond Green mixed in one because I was crazy like Draymond Green. I'm crazy like Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green, and Ron Artest all mixed into one. Like with the temper of Ben Wallace, the defensive prowess of Ben Wallace, right? But you know what I'm saying? But then I wanted to be a little offensive, and I just wasn't offensively inclined like that. So I had to hone my skills, learn how to do things. But then that's okay. So positionless basketball. It's okay for a guy like me to play positionless basketball, but then when I go, I know my position. I'm going in as the center or the power forward. And now I can mess up the other team's defense by me playing a point forward, a point center. And now it's throwing them off. What is Kevin Durant? Is he a shooting guard? Is he a small forward or is he a power forward? He's not the best at either of those positions. Shooting guard. I didn't get into that because when you get there, it's two people only. And we're going to argue about who they are. And they're going to say who's the GOAT between them two people. So let's skip over that one. Let's just make sure we know. Even if you add a third shooting guard like Klay Thomas, he got 4 rings. Or Manu Ginobili, he got 4 rings. All right, cool. But you're not going to say Kevin Durant, point guard. Pointless conversation. This man's not a point guard, so we don't have to go there. I covered all the positions that he plays. He covered. Excuse me. I don't even know why I'm coughing right now. That's crazy. So when you say what position Kevin Durant plays, do we say he covers? Do we make a new mode of player like how they made two-way players instead of just saying that these are less offensively inclined players, but they play a lot of defense and can play a little offense? We call them two-way players. Okay, so do we call players like Kevin Durant 2 through 5s because they big? Like Giannis could be a 2 through 5, right? Bobo could be a 2 through 5, right? Wembley, what's his name? Wembus. What's that tall dude's name? Wembusy. That's his name. The dude from the Spurs, Wembley. I think his name like Anthony Wembley. He mad tall, 7'10" dude, 7'4", 7'5" dude. He shoot threes, he dunk the ball, he run the ball. Like you're gonna say like he's a 2 through 5, but then you got players like Giannis would be considered a 2 through 5 because he takes a lot of shots, but he don't take a lot of shooting shots. But Giannis is like a 1 through 5 because Giannis want to bring the ball from coast to coast and dunk it. What is Kevin Durant classified as? King of the yapping ting. This is the sleep police. It's time to get to bed. Gorilla God King in the building. Now, I'm in these streets working, doing this DoorDash, delivering this food to people that's greedy in the middle of the night so I can make some money to put some in my pockets so I can buy a rocket and see if the firmament is real or not. I want to know who went to Mars or Saturn. I want to know who went to Jupiter. They said Jupiter is Jesus' planet. I said, Captain Planet, I gotta go to another planet, but I didn't plan it. God damn it, it was outstanding. Don't panic. Take a rocket to another planet and come back, I won't be stranded. What is you talking about? Now when I come back to Earth, you got people like Gorilla God King, and I'm just like, don't fan it. I ain't signing no autographs. I'm just saying though, hey, Kevin Durant, what position does he play? What do you classify him as? What is Kevin Durant classified as? In the history books, does he go down as a great? He go down as a great, but does he'd go down as a Hall of Famer, right? What did he do? This is what I'm saying. Oh, he got the MVP. Okay, so I guess because he won the MVP, that gives you considerations to go to the Hall of Fame. MVP should get consideration to go to the Hall of Fame. But I'm just saying, like, what did Kevin Durant do in his NBA career that is so great? OKC. I yawned again. I guess I am going to go home after this. OKC was going to be KD's big hurrah to being a legend. And he fumbled that time when he went and joined the Golden State Warriors. You're not about to be no legend and be a freaking bandwagoner, team hopper. How you get to... and it ain't that he switched teams. And I don't even mind that he went to the Warriors. I wouldn't mind him going to the Warriors if they wasn't the #1 team that just went to the finals the other team. Like, come on. You could have joined somebody else and say, all right, we going to the finals now. I'm joining somebody else. I got a theory that states back when the Warriors contracted Kevin Durant, they could have picked up anybody at that time. And if they would have picked up anybody at that time, not specifically anybody. Any star caliber player, star and above player, because star is the lowest of that tier. They would have still won a championship. There was a well-oiled machine. They just didn't need a Dion Waiters like player that's gonna come there and mess everything up. They just needed a sturdy player. And then come on, who's more sturdy or sturdy than Kevin Durant? I could pull up on my mom's right now. I know she up, but